Guys, let's tee this one up. Kentucky ready to go toe meets leather and start this game. And he'll bring it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the Mississippi State Bulldogs offense will take the field first. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line here.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road?
There he goes. Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
From the gun, the ground game. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Mississippi State going up tempo. The give on the option. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. And here comes the field goal unit. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. What a disappointment. No good. Kicker tried to tack a few more on the scoreboard, guys, and couldn't do it. So Kentucky's offense will go to work for the first time. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man. He is the guy. He is priority number 1.
Bully ball on 3rd and short. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. They go to the ground. Turning it on. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Gets it out quickly. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. You can grab, but you can't hold on. A defensive holding penalty will give this offense a first down. To the air, it's Willihan. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. So now it's 2nd and long. The give to the single back. Productive 4-yard gain there on the ground as he gets it down to the 31. On on 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Throws to the wideout. He's got it on the run. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. He'll do it himself. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. The Bulldogs moving quickly to the line. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And I like this offense. I like watching it, man. They find a way to make plays.
Oh, they blocked the extra point. He's got it. He can take this back for 2. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute, and you've got to lock in.
Cranking up a drive like that can really get you going. It's 1st down from the 44. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He wants to change this route. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Throws for the tight end. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
You know what they need, you know what they want, and you know what they deliver on 3rd down. More cowbell. Soft spot in the middle. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. And the Wildcats are on the move. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get 1st downs like that run right there.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Oh, he's got some space. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Wildcats. Extra point here will give them the lead. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Handoff to the single running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And the Bulldogs want to crank the tempo. To throw, it's Willihan. Oh, they're after him! And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They'll try the run. Spins away from the defense. At the 40, there he goes. Hits the accelerator to the right. He's at the touchdown, Mississippi State. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the boxes. Still, this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. The run from the shotgun. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. Line getting set on second down. Wants to go up top. It falls incomplete, and we'll change into the field to get things started back up. We've come to the end of the period, and Mississippi State is on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Fair catch is brought in at the 43, and they are set up nicely. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. From the gun, the running back looking for room.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Dropping back, it's Woollyhead. Firing to the right, complete. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Breaks into the open. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground and gets upfield. And he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
Leaves it with the running back. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Brings up second down.
To the air on second down. He makes a grab, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs! A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's involved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Lets it fly. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Takes it from the gun on third down. Bringing the heat. Complete in the middle. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. The Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Defense uses a sideline there, and he gets it into plus territory at the 49. The Wildcats have their offense in high gear. They'll go to the ground. Picks up the first down, still moving. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Makes the grab. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal. And the Wildcats didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Under fire. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Wildcats! They thought maybe they could contain him. They thought wrong.
They did, and don't call him a quarterback anymore. Just call these guys skill players. I mean, so fast, you could tell the angles just get chewed up. You think you got a chance to catch him. I'll tell you what, put that in your back pocket. Understand, that guy can fly. I got to make sure I take the proper angles when I'm chasing him.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. From the gun, running back on the move. Powers through the defender.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Makes the grab on the left. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Defense.
Way too much grabbing and tugging there. No way the official's going to miss that. So after the flag, a fresh set of downs for the offense. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, the give, looking for room. Good blocking, good running, pick up a 6 out to the 30. The Bulldogs want to pick up the tempo.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Now the play fake. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete. And the Bulldogs line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. To the air. It's Willihan. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Wants to bring it back. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. From the gun, give on the inside.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Snags it at the 30 and still running. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. It's complete to the right. Touchdown, Kentucky. And we've got a shootout.
That touchdown pass at the end of the half is really going to help out this quarterback's confidence. The extra point's going to give them the lead. You got to feel good heading in at halftime. When you're up on the scoreboard, expect them to keep throwing it around in the second half.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here. We're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
You open a drive like that and you've got some operating room. It's first down from the 38. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got his man quickly.
And listen, the fullback's not going to run deep routes, and he's not going to be a speedster or a blazer, but keeping you honest, making you defend the whole field, everybody on the field. Just keep working, and maybe the big fella will get you something later.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to throw, it's Willihan. They're working that left side. He stopped just short of midfield. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 48. The Bulldogs lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into fourth down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. Just about 30 seconds to go, and you want to score, but the last thing you need to do is give up a cheapie. Here comes the heat. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on second and 2. Kentucky going quickly. Wide receiver going in motion. They're looking to throw on second and short. Snagged out of the air. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. Guys, you never want to sound the upset alert bell too early, but might be time to at least know where the button is for it.
Know where the button is, and listen, there's no need to panic yet, but if you're the unranked team, just like this, when you're playing a better team, you want to come in and you want to hang around, Jesse, and they're doing just that, staying in this game and have a lead.
Yeah, the unranked team, they've been playing with more intensity in this one, and I think if you're a leader right now on the ranked squad, you've got to be talking to your guys and waking everybody up. This coaching staff is going to have to make some halftime adjustments, but they're going to have to give an earful to their guys to come out here in the second half and start making some plays.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
And if nothing else, a notable first half so far in Starkville. And if you thought that was a quick first half, you'd be right on the money. 2 workhorse running backs who just kept pounding the rock behind offensive lines who look less like college kids and more like bulldozers. Call it ground and pound, call it pin and pummel. Both sides have been dominant, and I'm curious to see if either defense can make an adjustment.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
You just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
In the gun and looking to throw on third down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. Kentucky trying to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds his tight end. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down? Great place to start for this offense. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Hard running there. At the 20, he's got another broken tackle. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
What a big-time run for this offense. A physical run, getting down, almost scoring the touchdown.
Yeah, and considering how well they're running it right now, why wouldn't you just hand it off to this guy right here again?
Looking for the score. Touchdown, Mississippi State. And that one will put him up here in the second half.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. To the air on first down. Working that left side now. He works his way up to the 20-yard line and goes out of bounds there.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Shoots it to the left. Got his man. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Lining up from the 34 on first down. He might want another play. He uncorks a bullet to the right. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
And that's not the worst place in the world to miss. Coaches will tell you, man, when you're going to take those deep shots and those fly routes down the field, if you're going to miss as a quarterback, you don't miss inside. And he misses outside a little bit. Like to give your receiver a better chance, but it's a good job missing outside.
They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. This Kentucky offense doing work. They're set up with another first down. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Clock ticking away as we have 4 minutes left here in the third. Back to pass on second down. Throws to the tight end. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. If you didn't have a headache before, you've got one on the way. The cowbell's ringing on this third down in Starkville. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Bunch formation for these receivers. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Mississippi State right back to the line.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting it to the ground.
Wants to throw. It's Willihan. Gets rid of it. Makes the catch. It's Rivera. He's stopped right at the 29-yard line, and it'll be 4th down. Now looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And now the lead is even bigger. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the MAC. Miami is down big on the scoreboard, and for a program that traditionally struggles to score, I think we know where this one is headed. They're trailing by 28 to UAB. The MACtion never sleeps, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. With the catch, it's Sims. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. He spins that thing down the middle. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
And this offense is just, they've struggled to get in a rhythm. And I like they take a shot down the field, but interested to see how they can maybe get some easy completions for this quarterback and get him.
He's got it inside the 30. Touchdown, Kentucky! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 31-28.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The RPO, it's complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Quick handoff. Finding an escape route. Crosses the 35. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. Mississippi State going up-tempo.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
Back to throw, it's Willihan. Quarterback moving. Kept it, and he's past the mark. And a nice pickup on the line and gets down to avoid contact. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs.
And he showed you in 2 plays why this defense has been up late at night. Like thinking about having to guard, he makes you defend the back end, throwing the football, but then has the ability to pull it down and chew up yards with his legs. He makes you cover the whole field, run and pass. Infuriating to deal with as a defense.
Got it in the middle, it's Rivera. Not just hard-nosed running, that's cement-nosed running as he gets it to the 25. If you like old-school running games, this has been the game for you and a couple of guys who starred through the first 3 periods.
31.
With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got him. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. And the Bulldogs had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. The give to the tailback. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Running back searching for a hole. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. They'll throw on 3rd and short. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Absolutely perfect. And now it'll take a touchdown to at least tie them a 6-point lead here in the 4th.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Looking for a man, it's Hardy. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
We've seen this offense click and hum, and it's not clicking, and something's a little bit off, and I like the deep shot down the field. At least it wasn't an interception, but I got to find a way in this O to manufacture some first downs and some passing yards because everything's been difficult today.
Coming through with that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. Really want to try to pick up at least half of the yardage needed on 1st and 10. The give on the inside. There he goes. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
And maybe the big fella can jumpstart this offense a little bit. They got to get some points, and he's that big physical guy breaking some tackles, making some...
He's taking the shot. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. They'll line up for a second down play. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28. This Kentucky offense really moving the ball quickly. They'll keep it on the ground. But just shedding tackles. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2, 3, and 4-yard gains in the first and second quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
And the Wildcats started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. It's a draw. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
Well, this running back has struggled to find anywhere to go, and I think one reason why is this linebacker and his speed. He did a great job there identifying where the ball was going to go. He didn't let anybody block him. Made his way to the running back and got him on the ground. Nice job.
Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be third down. To the air, it's Hardy. Got it! They will score! Touchdown, Wildcats!
Kentucky, number 88, catch and score.
Lining up for the point after and the lead. And they did have to knock through the extra point to move on top, and they have the lead in the fourth. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd.
Mississippi State, 34.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. And he'll make the grab along the sideline, but he's not able to get to the first down marker. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on second down. Wants to go up top. The sure hands, it's Rivera. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. Mississippi State right back to the line.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
That's what's so great about these QB runs. They just chip away at the defense. And as this game goes on, these little QB runs, they're going to help keep third downs manageable for this offense.
Wrestled down at the 43 after getting 5. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He makes a catch. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. Mississippi State comes out after picking up the first down. Gets the toe down, but didn't go forward at all. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. The give to the back. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. They'll try to pick up a few here on third down, but from here, it would be a 60-yard attempt.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spotlight, make a big drive, make a big play for his team to maybe go win this football game?
On fourth down, looking to pass. Throws for the tight end. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. In a tight game like this, it's no time for complacency, David.
Nah, your defense just let you down a little bit. You still got the lead. Fourth quarter, Palmer, it's go time.
Yeah, I think we're going to find out a lot about the composure of this offense right here. They've got to be able to answer the bell.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
Looking to throw, it's Hardy. Right on the money. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. You know what they need, you know what they want, and you know what they deliver on third down. More cowbell. Got his man on the right. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
And they found the big fella again, and they found him early and often today. They featured him here in the fourth quarter. Still time left in this football game. I imagine he's going to still continue to get the football thrown his way.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
Quickly complete. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
And here comes money down for this offense. Third down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute when the field starts to shrink.
Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down. Not sure why they're not content to just take the W. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. With yet another unranked team taking down a ranked opponent, does a portal help level this out a little bit where it's really difficult to know which team should be ranked in the first place?
I think the portal certainly helps. At the end of the day, though, they just wanted it more today, and that win is going to help recruiting. It's going to help their confidence moving forward. I know this, David. Every team on the rest of their schedule, they're now taking account and notice of this team.
And I completely agree. Like, you start to build momentum, and then momentum helps you find more guys in the portal and helps high school recruiting. So big ranked win today. And hey, who knows? Maybe this gets them in the rankings in the near future.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.